Good day, Divergence Traders. How are we doing today? Today is Wednesday, December 13th. Christmas is coming soon. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, let's go. This is the 5-minute. I just saw this trade on here. I just thought I'd show you. Because basically, I turned it on the 1-minute quite soon because it wasn't doing much. Yeah. Wasn't doing much because probably FOMC. That's probably what. Okay, so we basically had a triple bottom or whatever you want to call it. It's like that. Actually, I need to fix that. Hold on. It's not from there, it's from here. There, that looks more like it, huh? Come on. There. Double bottom here. This was the initial little spike down here. And there's the divergence. So you would have got in on the opening of this candle. Now, this time here, okay, is 8:30. So whatever the news was at 8:30, this is the spike from the news with the long wick. You know, they say wicks don't lie. Okay, well, I think this wick lied to you. How and why do I say that? Well, because, you know, it rallied up and then they rammed it back down most of the candle and left a huge wick on the top. Usually a huge wick on the top of that current 5-minute candle means sell, right? So if you would have sold on the opening here, guess what happened to you? You know it. They got you. They got you. You would have been offside. You would have been on the wrong side. But my divergence said, well, actually, not my divergence. Well, the divergence and the fact that having a hard time talking today. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it'll get better here in a minute or two. Anyway, my divergence here, double bottom, okay, told us that we're bullish. And then, even though after this candle closed, okay, my 5 had crossed up above the 7. You know those silly moving averages I use that people laugh at when they cross each other? Well, it's not so funny, ladies and gentlemen, who believe that. Because it told you to buy it, and it was right. Right here. Buy it, up it goes, 24 points. Your stop was only like 8 points. You would have got your 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. Okay? Now, I'm going to go to the 1-minute. That was just the one trade I saw there. And it's not moving much. It's like, it's a joke. It's because of FOMC. Let's take a look at the 1-minute. And we'll go back here. Look at that consolidation, huh? Look at that. So anyway, that was the divergence for here. Even like on the 1-minute, there's no. Well, there is another divergence I have to show you. Okay, let me just move that up. That was from the 5-minute. So our divergence would have been this here. Let me show you. So we have, we put in a high retracement, higher high retracement. So when you're looking for hidden divergence, hard to see divergence, you're looking for a pullback in the trend. And the trend, right from this big motherfucking candle here, the trend is up from here, right from the start. And that was the news that spiked it up. So our divergence was from here, from this pullback to this pullback. Okay? And on here, it was from here to here. There it is. There she be. Golly gee, beeve, there she be. You would have bought it right there when the 5 crossed up. Yes, indeed. Price was above. You would have bought it here. Your stop is always this nearest swing low, whether you're trading a 1 minute, a 2000 tick, or, you know, regular time bars. 1 minute, 5 minute, hourly. Your stop is always put in the same place so they can't come back and get you. You know what I'm saying? You're long gone, man. You're long gone into the mountains. The mountains are up here. Here's the one mountain peak, little valley, and another mountain peak. So anyway, your stop would have been 6.5. This is the NASDAQ. Yeah, it's like 6.5 points. Went up 18 points. See that? Isn't that beautiful? This is the 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at, because it's a slow moving day because FOMC is coming up at whenever it's coming, 2 o'clock, 2:30, you know. Okay, then we had another trade right here. We had a high and a higher high, okay? And if you look down at the indicator, see the mountain here and the little smaller mountain? See? They line up, see? Right there. Boom. And, okay, well, I just need to put that over here a little bit. Yeah, tweak it here and there a little bit. That's it. There's the trade. Now, I wouldn't look for, you know, higher close, sell it, down it goes trades on a 1 minute. It's just, it's not enough. You need a 5 minute for that. Minimum, what I think anyway. I guess depends how the market's moving. If it moved really slow like this for like weeks on end, I guess you could still look at buying these dips and whatever. Actually, there's one right here in front of my eyes. Right here. Okay. But anyway, I would more so trust it on a 5 minute. Okay? So, the entry would have been over here. You would have got short. There's a reason for that, not over here. There's a reason why over here. It's in my course. Yes. So if you would have got short here, your stop would be at the closest swing high, which is 9 points. Okay. To the bottom, it went down 25 points. So you would have got your 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. Now, is there divergence down here? See? No, they're both going down. This needed to be higher than this, and it's not. So there was no trade. And then this does not qualify even on the 1 minute because it closed below the moving averages. But say the next candle right here closed somewhere right now where the current price is right now. See it moving up and down a bit? Say it closed right here, this big blue candle. That's a smack up, ladies and gentlemen. Remember my smack ups? Yes. It's quite interesting how I found the smackdowns, the sell trades, easier than the smack ups for the buy trades. And it was the same thing when I, you know, started to try and find what I now call hard to see divergence, hidden divergence. I found it easier to find the sell trades than I did the buy trades. Don't ask me why. It was just easier to spot them. Now I spot everything. Everything. My smack ups, my smack downs, my higher high divergence, easy to see divergence, my hard to see divergence, which is hidden divergence, you know, and my double tops and bottoms and those divergence. I see everything. I see everything now. And how many different setups are there? Okay, so there's higher highs and lower lows. That's 2. Then there's double tops and double bottoms. That's 4. Then there's hidden divergence, 5. And then I have my higher high, sell it down it goes, 6. And lower low, 7. And then my smackdown trade. There's like 8 different setups I have now. 8 of them. And they all work beautifully. As you know, when you come here and you see me show you and explain to you all about it. Oh, and there's a point I want to make today. Listen to this. This is crazy. Okay. Have you ever noticed on other streams, not my stream, but on other streams, this person will be talking about, you know, his trade setup or this or that or whatever, but he won't point to it on the chart. He'll just see my mouse, see my little arrow here. Watch, I'll just leave it like that. And now I'll talk and I'll go, oh, you see over here to the left, maybe to the left, we have a high and a higher high. That's, you know, that's bearish divergence. And then you'd sell right here, you see? And then you see down there, we have a low and a lower low. Yeah, that's not divergence. And then up here, see, we have a high and a higher high. That's not divergence. But then you see over here to the right, at the bottom, we had a low and a lower low. Oh, look, that's divergence, and this is where we enter. Do you catch my fucking point? See this shit? I just thought about this yesterday. There's a lot of traders who are doing videos, and they're not pointing to what they're talking about. They're just talking. I don't know, are they too lazy to put their hand on the mouse and move it around and point to everything as they describe it? You don't see that shit here, ladies and gentlemen. You see everything. I explain everything. I put the lines on, I put the arrows on, the thumbs up, thumbs down, the X for my smackdown trade. I point to everything on the chart and explain everything to you on the chart. So you know how to trade the fucking shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tell me. Send me a comment if you watch some other streams and they're not pointing to anything. They're just talking, saying, oh, I'm looking to buy off of here or sell off of there. And they don't explain the strategy to you whatsoever. They just talk and talk. Actually, they just talk to the chat. Yeah, talk to the chat. Oh, we're here to all talk. Yeah. They don't show you where the trade setup is. No. That's what I noticed. But anyway, let me know if you've noticed this yourself. Put a comment in the bottom of the video. I'd love to hear from you. I'll answer your comment. So anyway, this is the 1 minute. This was the trade here. We had a high retracement, higher high, and we had a sell right over here. Right where my mouse is, as you know, and it went down 27 points from that entry point, which is good. Definitely got your 1-to-1. Then we had the, you know, the breakout real quick here. Look at how quick it went up in 2 minutes. It went up 35 points in 2 minutes. Then it retraced, as you can see. And then I was showing you the smack up trade, but it closed way up here. So I wouldn't have bought it up here. No way. Like, it surpassed the whole move from here to here. From the low here to the high here, it went past it up here. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that trade. So there was no divergence up here, ladies and gentlemen. None. This is the 1 minute. See that up there? 1 minute, no trade. Okay, let's move on. I will show you a trade. It's right here. Low and lower low. I noticed that though, you know. These guys trying to explain whatever and they're not pointing to anything, not putting any lines or markings on the chart. How the hell do you know what he's talking about? Probably does it on purpose because he doesn't want you to see what he's talking about. Or she. He or she, it's mostly he. Most traders are men, not women. They're probably smart not to trade. Instead, to go in the kitchen and bake you a chocolate cream cake. You know? They don't lose any money that way. They just make a nice cake and enjoy the cake. Oh, I love cake. I love cake. So good. especially with thick icing on there. Oh, so good. Okay, there's the divergence. You would enter it right here. Your stop would be 19 pips, 19 points. Look what you just got right to that high, 20 points. See? You would have got your 1-to-1. Excuse me there. Okay, so then up here we went up, right? Then we did a little retracement, low, up again, and another lower low retracement. So what do we have? We have divergence. Easy to see divergence with the trend. And easy to see divergence is a low and a lower low to buy, or a high and a higher high to sell. Yeah, there's divergence over here too. See this? Let me show you. Right here, there's divergence to sell. Okay? But I wouldn't have done it. Do you want to know why? Because we are definitely in an uptrend up here. And if I'll show you, look, I'll show you. Right there. We would have entered short right on this next 1 minute candle. This is a 1 minute time frame. So if we go to the 5 and we look at this where I put this line, you can be sure that the 5 was across stuttering again. Sorry. The 5 EMA, okay? See, moving average 5. I guarantee you when this was coming down giving the signal, it was still above or just touching the 7. This purple, pink kind of line. The only reason I have that line on there is because I'm colorblind, and it's got to, I got to be able to see it. And if I put 2 lines that are very close to the same color, I can't see it. It's just, I'm all messed up with my eyes. So, okay. So I wouldn't have done this divergence trade right here. Let me go back to the 1 minute. Yeah, it's going to do that. Yeah, right here. I wouldn't have sold there because my indicator on the 5 minute, because we're on the 1 minute here. See, 1 minute. The 5, I guarantee you, it would have been pointing up right there. Because it just came up all this way, it still would be up and above. And it would have said, don't sell. You're going to sell against the trend. And it was right. It was right not to sell. But then it gave this setup right here, a low, a retracement, a lower low. See that? Ding, ding. Yes. See, I don't only have filters to stop you from getting in the trade, but I have other filters too that help you to get in the trade, like my moving averages and how the candles close. It's not how it opens, it's how it closes that determines the near-term trend. Never forget that, please, ladies and gentlemen. It's so important. Okay? What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to talk too much. I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. Okay, let's have some aqua. Okay, so you would have got long right there on the opening of that candle, and your stop would have been 15 points. Did we get our 15 points? Oh my God, just by the skin of our teeth. Probably wouldn't have got the 1-to-1 there, but you could have got out with something. Say you got out right here where this candle closed. You got 9 points on that one. See? That's it. This is 1 minute time frame, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now 10 minutes after 11 Eastern Standard Time. Just thought I would tell you that. I don't really see a trade up here or here, because it's basically time to stop trading at 11 o'clock. Okay, let's move on. We covered that pretty good, eh? On the 1 minute and the 5. See all that? See all my markings and lines? That and me pointing to them and drawing them? as I speak. That's how you know and learn how to trade what I'm talking about. You can't just put your arrow, your mouse in the middle and just go blah 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 blah. Oh, blah blah blah. Yeah, you can't do that. You gotta fucking explain the shit, man. Otherwise, the people will be lost who's watching this video. Right? Righto, man. Okay, let's move on to the S and the P. I was going to say, it probably looks very identical to the NASDAQ that we just covered. Okay, let's take a look here. We have, right here, triple bottom. See how it stays those are 3 equal lows right there. See that? My head just got itchy all of a sudden. Oh, probably I'm working my brain too much. Oh shit. Okay, let's put an arrow on this puppy. Okay. Gotta love the puppy dogs. Gotta love the puppies. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put... I'm always forgetting to put a line here, there, everywhere. There's the line. See, that's divergent. That's exactly what we want. When we have a low and a lower low on the OSMA, we want a low and a higher low, or a higher high, or whatever you want to call it. Okay? When we're looking to sell, we want a high and a higher high. And then down here on the indicator, we want a high and a lower high coming this way. Okay? This is not divergent here. Anyway, so if you would have got long right there, your stop would have been very small, like 1 point, 1.5 points, or not much. And it went up 6.5 points. You would have got your 1 to 1 or 2 to 1, whatever you wanted. And then we had, I can draw it from here, but it wouldn't work out. So I have to draw it from the middle one to here. This is very intricate drawing here. Okay. High skill divergence explanation right there. See that? That lines up with that. And that lines up with that. See? So you would have got long right in here. See how I point to it? And I put the arrow to show you exactly where you would have bought it. Oh, did I tell you I'm not a financial advisor? Everything you see here is just from some dumb guy on the internet. There's some dumbass Canadian, right? And yeah, it's all for educational purposes only. I am not running real trades in the background. I'm not telling people to buy or sell. When they see these setups, it's for educational purposes only, as it is past the time of the trades. And that's it. Okay, SEC or commodities, whatever. I ain't doing nothing wrong here. I'm showing the setups and how they work out and play out. So you would have got long here. The stop would be right here, 39, 3.9. So 4 points was the stop, and it went up 7 points. You would have got your 1-to-1 win-loss ratio. But look at here. What do we have here? We had a lower close. See? This one did not close near the 5, this candle here. This one did not close near the 5. It went down to it, and they bought up off of there. This one closed near the 5. Wow, I'm going to get hiccups now? Holy jeez, man. What a day. So this one, lower close, opening of this candle, buy it, up it goes. How much you went on that puppy? 5 points. See that? See, there's another one right here, but because price sold off of here, I wouldn't do this one here. It's too close to resistance. And I like to take profit at resistance. Even though it did work out for some points. How many points? It's only like 1.5 points. But I guess for some people who, I'm sorry, I have to laugh, but there's these traders, they use these bracket orders. Uh, I might be insulting somebody here right now that's listening, but don't expect to get too far trying to go for 7 ticks. Okay, 7 tick take profit, or a couple ticks to cover your fees, and the other 1 point is your profit, and your stop is like 2 points away. Yeah, good luck with that. That's all I can tell you. As you know, I always show you exactly where the stop goes. It's always at the closest swing high or swing low. And let me ask you this question. If you trade this exactly how I explained it here, okay, how many times out of 10 do you see the price coming back to your stop loss? You don't. Maybe 1, maybe 2 out of 10. Why? Because I got it all figured out, man. But I don't. Nobody has everything all figured out. It can always turn on you like a like a lion in the tall grass. You know what I'm saying? With their big fang teeth. I've petted one of those suckers. I was in South Africa at the time. He was nipping at me, that little bugger. And I went, oh! And the young girls that were there in the pen with the taggers, they were white taggers. They were just like, they're about 1.5 feet long and, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches high, but they still, were nipping. And the one kind of like bit me a little bit, just like as if a dog, a dog comes up and kind of chomps on your fingers a little bit, but doesn't really bite you and hurt you. That's what happened. And I told her, I said, look, it was just nipping at me. I said, I don't know about this, letting people pet the taggers anymore. And she goes, yeah, she goes, it's going to be either today, she said, or tomorrow. That's it. She's there. We can't have let people pet them anymore because they're getting too big, right? And they don't mean to bite you. It's just their human nature, right? That's what they do. They're hungry. They like flesh. They eat flesh, man. Raw meat. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Anyway, that's my South African story. I went there back in the day, over a decade ago. Okay, so there's the 2 trades. Okay, let's move on now to the Dow. I'm talking too long here again. Let's try and get through this quickly. There's a trade here. You're playing that with me, playing that game. Okay. Like this. And basically double bottom. You would have bought it in here. And up it went. 35, 34 points. Your stop was right here. 14 points. See how it never came back to the stop here? See that? Over and over again, I know where to put the stops, which is a good thing. Most people don't know where to put their stops and they get stopped out 8 times out of 10. I get stopped out 1 or 2 times out of 10. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, right down here we have exactly perfect double bottom. Almost perfect. And then from right here to right here is the divergence, and you would have got long right on this candle. Why do we get long over here and not over here? Because the 5 is still below the 7. We need the 5 to be above the 7 in order. We need the price to show a nice bullish candle that closes up above the 5 and the 7. Yeah. And then you have your divergence. That's the last key part. That's why I have the moving averages on here. Well, that's one of the reasons why. Is I don't basically use it when they cross over. They can cross over 10 times in an hour and a half. You can't use it that way. You got to have a reason to get in the trade. And the reason to get in the trade here is the divergence. You always got to have divergence, and then you wait for the crossover, then you get in the trade. That's how you get in and out with profit. But I am not a financial advisor. I'm just showing you this for educational purposes only. So you would have got long here. The stop was pretty big, 45 points. Didn't get 45 points. No, it went up 28. But maybe now it will go up right up here. Okay? By the time I'm finished this video, it's going to go up and hit that 1-to-1 risk-loss ratio target. Okay? All right. Let's move on. Pound dollar. What did you do? Oh, look at that. Look at that double wick top right there. But first, I want to show you this. From here to here. Any pullback candle you can draw this to, okay? Any pullback. According to my rules, but for other people, they'd say, no, you got to bring it to the bottom of the most recent swing low. And I say, phooey on that shit. No. Did I get the right candle? Okay, my bad. We got to use this candle instead. As long as it's lower than this one, it's all good. You can't put it up here. Okay? Yeah, and this one goes. I'm just putting it on here perfectly so you can see it. See? This one's going down. This one's going up. That is divergence, ladies and gents. And you would have got in long right there. Did the price come back to hit your stop? Your stop's always at the swing low. Did the price come back and get your stop here? No. No, it didn't. Gotta love that. Okay, so you would have got long here. You would have had 3 pips draw down on the pound dollar, and up it went 26 pips. Okay? Then, let's not even use the wicks here. Let's find it somewhere else. So right here. Okay? It's like, you know, a double top, triple top, but whatever top, right? And you always take it from the high of the mountain down. Okay? Right there and right there. You would have sold it right here. Okay? Right? If you didn't catch it up here, you would have sold it here. And your stop would be at the swing high, 13.5 pips. Did you get 13.5 pips? Yeah, you got 24 pips. And then it's also a, no, it's not close enough. No, it doesn't qualify for a higher close, sell it, down it goes. Didn't qualify for that. But this one did. This one did. Higher close right here. Sell it, down it goes. 16 pips. How did we know to sell? Because the 5's below the 7. Over here, how did we know to buy? Because the 5 is above the 7. See what I mean, Jelly Bean? See how it all works out? And all the little pieces of the puzzle, they fit together. You see? And you have a teacher that shows you this point by point that it works. That was the point I was trying to make today, that there's a lot of traders who talk and talk and talk, and they don't point to anything on their chart. They just let their mouth sit there like this, la di da 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 da, and they go blah 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 blah. Yeah, and they don't tell you jack shit. So how the hell do you know how to trade it if they don't tell you? I'm not saying all of them do this, but a lot of them do it. You need to point out exactly why you're getting into this trade, where you're getting in, where you put your stop. I don't really use stops on these pullback trades, but I'm ready to close it. I have my order window open. See? You know what I mean? Like that. I'd have it open, ready to close it. The order. That wasn't the order. That was to make a new order. And I'm just showing you. This is the demo we're looking at here today, okay? I don't show you on live charts. Sometimes I show you a trade that I done. I didn't trade at all this week yet. I didn't. I was sleeping. I was catching up on sleep. And it's not a very good week so far, really, anyways. Well, it is and it isn't. It all depends what the hell you're trading. So what do we have down here, ladies and gentlemen? Before I showed you that trade, what do we have down here? We have a low, a retracement, and a lower low. What does that mean? It means it's possibly divergence. So you would have got in on the opening of this candle right here, okay? And it went up 12 pips, and our stop was 13.3. You got some pips out of it. You just had to get out somewhere up here, and you would have got some pips from it. And then if you missed this optimal entry of the setup, then you would look for a pullback, a lower close, buy it up it goes trade, which was right here. And why was that? Why did that qualify? Because the 5 is above the 7. To do the sell up here, higher close, sell it down it goes. Why did this one qualify up here? Because the 5 was below the 7. 7 will bring you to heaven. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, ladies and gents. Okay. I see the divergence. I see it right here. Just like that. And like that. And we put our arrow on here. Exactly where would you enter on this trade? If you were here to do this trade, it would be right here. Stop was 5-6 pips, plus the spread, plus commissions, depending where you're trading. And it went up 11 points. That's 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. So when you entered right here, did it come back to your stop? No, it did not. And what do we have here? Do you see what we have here? We have a couple pull-down trades, right here, like lower close, buy it, doesn't go up much. Lower close, buy it, didn't go up much. Another one, lower close right here, buy it. It's actually one of the smack up trades. You would have got long here on the close. Smack up, buy it, up it goes. See, I just have to put my little doodah on there to show you what I'm talking about. Where was that? It's right here. Smack up, buy it here, up it goes. But as you can see, it went down again before it went up. But there is a trade here in the middle. Let me show you. It's hard to see divergence. There's the pullback candle. There's so many setups trading I guess you could say, my setups. I discovered them from staring at the charts, staring and staring and staring and looking at the opens and the closes of candles and how they coordinate with the two moving averages. Believe me, these two moving averages are gold to me. They're gold, man. They're gold because of how I can read them and what they're doing. Other people just see them at, oh, I have a slower one and I have a faster one. When the slower one crosses up, I'll look to buy. Or when the slower one crosses down, I'll look to sell. No, it's way beyond that. Way beyond that. Okay, hold on. I'm talking too much again. I'm sorry. I just have so much inside me to share with you guys. You know, what can I say? So there's the hidden divergence right there. There's the entry. I just put the arrow on there. Right there. Went up 23 pips on the Euro USD. Okay. Now up here, we have a high and a higher high. And on the OSMA, it's the same thing. The OSMA followed the price. Excuse me. Oh, we have another little drop of water to drink. I didn't get up too long ago. So, you know what happens when you get up and you start yapping and you don't stop yapping? Well, with me, the hooga booga comes. So, that's it. That's all. Look right here. One more trade. Okay, I'm going to try and get right through the rest of this quickly, okay? It's like a triple bottom there. And there's the divergence sticking right out at you. So where would have you got long? When did the 5 cross up above the 7? It did with this huge candle. You see that? So if you bought it, or even if you bought a little retracement, guess what happened? It almost hit your stop right here. See that? Yes. There's my loser for today right here probably. Looks like it's going to go down and get the stop. Okay? Nothing works 100%, ladies and gentlemen, in trading. Okay? Nothing. So, I show you all the winners all the time. Sometimes there's a loser. And that's looks like right here. Even if you didn't get stopped out yet, if you put your stop right there, it would have came so close to your stop, it would have scared the living caca out of you. You would have closed the trade. Or you would have tried to get out at a higher price, whatever. I don't know. Maybe some of you would have held on. But your stop was right there. Let's look at the pound yen now. Oh yeah, I see the divergence very quickly. High and a higher high. See, that lines up. And that lines up. I just had it a little stretched out a little bit. And where would we have gotten short? Right on the opening of this candle right here. Where would your stop be? Right up here. Right at the very top of this wick. Let me ask you again. The price rallied back up after you got in. Went up to here. Did it go up to your stop up here? No. Why didn't it? I don't fucking know. I'm just telling you what happens here over and over and over again. It's crazy. It's like how everything coordinates and sets up the high and the higher high and the low. That tells you there's the reason to look to go short. Okay, you got to have a reason first and foremost. Doesn't matter if you're trading MACD. Doesn't matter if you're trading moving averages. If you're trading RSI or the TST or the TNT or the you and me, okay? It doesn't matter. You got to have a reason. You got to have a reason to take that trade and to get into it. And that's the reason, is the divergence, and then the cross down, and then the candle closing way down. There's your reasons. You get in, boom, you put your stop right at the swing high. It doesn't go back there most of the time, but it just did on the other chart I just showed you. The euro. We're on the pound yen now. On the opening of this candle, you would have got in and never hit your stop. Okay? Your stop would have been 29 pips. Went down 60 pips. That's 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. What else did we have up here? Let me show you quickly. Higher close, still within the zone. Sell it, down it goes. Okay? Let's look at the euro yen. Oh, no, I got to show you this one last trade here. Oh, there's two of them, actually. Low and lower low. Take a break from talking. I talk too much. I'm sorry. But at least I'm talking and pointing to things so you know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, you would have bought it there. Your stop would be at the swing low, 16 pips. Did we get 16? 16? Do I see 16? Got 18. We would have got our 1-to-1 win-loss ratio. Oh, shit, look, I just saw another trade as I was about to draw. See, I'm about to draw this. Double bottom, okay? But I saw another trade just now, right here. From here, we can put it right up to there. Never-ending trades, ladies and gentlemen. This is hidden divergence, ladies and gentlemen, to the downside. Okay? So you would have got short right in there. Boom, shakalak. Your stop was 18 pips on the pound yen. Did the price go back up there and get your stop? I don't think so. Look at that, right to the bottom. It got 18.8 pips. So you would have got something out of that. You would have got something out of this. And then the next trade is right here. Okay? That's a double bottom if I ever freaking saw one. So you would draw it right from here to here. That is divergence, ladies and gentlemen. And where is the entry? It's right now, right here, right now. Van Halen. Yeah, baby. Okay. Right here. On the opening of this current candle right there, right now. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy anything or sell anything or trade anything. I'm just showing you. Educational purposes only. So, this one has not done whatever it's going to do. It's most likely going to go up here, maybe even back up here. Okay? But I doubt it. It's got about a 20% chance at most to come back down and hit the stop right here. Because this is where the stop goes. But so far, it's doing what we want it to do. Okay, that's pound yen. Let's take a look at the euro yen. Okay, let's get through this. I'm being too long now. I'm so sorry. But every day there's like 2, 3, 4, 5 freaking setups on one instrument, and I got like 9 instruments to go through. You know, so that's why it takes time. I hope you spend the time here because you're gonna learn some good stuff. Look, here's a trade right here, but I'm not gonna draw it in from the UK session. I just want to draw in this nice. Double top or triple top or whatever you want to call it. Trade setup, which is like there. See, it's just screaming at you. To sell it. That's what it's doing. So you would have sold it. Actually, on the opening of this candle, you would have sold it right there. And your stop, oh, look. Looks like it came and got your stop to me. That's what it looks like. Or damn close. Yeah. So if you did that one, you know, shit happens and you lose, right? But look, here's a trade right here. Let me show you. Right here. Higher close, near the 5, sell it, down it goes. So say you sold it right here. I'm so sorry. Jesus. I just got my last 3 drops of water here. I talk too much, but it's all good. So say we would have sold it right here on the initial divergence setup, okay? Say that was our stop. So say we lost 10 pips, right? So we lost 10 pips on the first trade, and then we seen this. We stuck around for another 10 minutes, and we said, oh, look, there's a higher close. Now I got to sell it, and down it goes, trade. So you would have sold it right here. You would have had drawdown 8 pips. It would have freaked you out again. You'd automatically think it's going back up here again, and you're going to lose. That's what you would think. But it didn't go back up there. And it came down, okay? And it came down and came down and came down. 34 pips, okay? This is the euro yen. So you lost 10 on the first one, and you could have easily made 20 or 25 pips on the way down. You would have covered your 10 pip loss, and you would have made 15 pips because you would have made 25 pips on this one. See what I mean? That's the thing in trading. If you get a loss, you can't go, oh shit, I lost on that one, and start crying and go boo-hoo home. You know? You got to get back in. You got to put up your fucking fists. You got to go, okay, I got to get back in, man. I got to find the next setup, whether it's a buy or a sell. Well, in this case, it was a sell, and it worked out beautifully, okay, as you can see. And we had another setup right here. Actually, you had one right here. Look, there's just setups all over the freaking place today. Okay? I'm going to go through this quick now. I got to end the video. There was a setup there, and there was more hidden divergence here like this. Okay? I just need to put on the arrows. So we had a buy arrow. You would have bought it somewhere in there, and guess what? It didn't go to your target. It didn't. So if you stuck with it through all of this, and then when this sucker closed back down and crossed back down, that's where you would have closed your losing trade. You see, it's getting late now, see, in the day. That's why you might get some bad trades, or it just happens anyway. But anyway, here's another one. Not even going to mark it. That was a bad one. We'll say that one was a loss. So maybe you would have broke even on the euro yen today because you lost 10 here, you got some back here, and you did another trade, and you know. But if you looked at my indicator that I'll give you with it, right? You'll see that at the time. Let's put a line on here. Let's see what happened at that time. Okay. Oh, that's on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute. Yeah, see, it was saying to buy on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute. Look, see that the 5's below the 7. There was no buy trade here. Only looking for sells. And if you would have did the hidden divergence one right here, you would have been good. Anyway, it's the way she goes sometimes. Let's look at gold. What did it tell us? Oh, there's lower low and higher high, and there's lower lows. There's that one. And there's a double top here. Okay, and down it goes. Look at this. Look at this block right here, eh? I'm not going to draw that one in. That's enough. Anyway, we got a sell right here. It definitely worked. It went down on gold about 46 points. It did not go up to your stop up here. You had a little bit of drawdown, but they sold it right off the main pivot of the day, but it didn't go up and get your stop. Okay? For the sell trade. And for the buy trade, we had a buy trade before that. I'm getting ahead of myself. The buy trade was right there. And that spike was at the news at 8:30. So don't know if he would have done that trade either. I wouldn't have. I would have waited 5 minutes after this. And because it ran up how much? 50 points, I don't know if I would have bought it on the opening of this candle here. I wouldn't have bought it here but before the news either. See what I mean? So the only trade I would have done is right over here, the double top divergence, sell it, and down it goes. We had one of our, let me show you one of the doodahs right there. Oh, wait a minute, where is that? Oh yeah, higher close right there. I put the thumbs down on the wrong candle, sorry. And on the opening of this candle right here, see how I pointed to it so you see it? That's where you would have sold it on the open of the candle. So if you sold it right there, and your stop probably would have been just above the pivot, 16 pip stop. Excuse me. It went down 40 points. Okay, let us now look at the last one of today. It is oil, and it was crappy, so crappy. But let me show you on the 5 minute. If you're trading the 5 minute, okay, down like that. Up like that. Okay, you would have got long. In here, we have to wait for the 5 to cross back up over the 7. Right? Righto. So you would have got in here on the opening of this candle. Right there, you would have got in. Your stop would have been 48 points. Did it finally give us 48 points? It just gave us 48 points. So you could have got out here with at least 40 points or so, excuse me. And that's it. Actually, here's another one that happened. It's doing its pullback trend here. Right there. You would have bought it in here. I apologize for the long video again today, but I just have so much to share with you. There's so many setups on every different instrument. So it is what it is. Okay, so that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for coming out and watching and listening. And if you could be so kind to, hit the like button. I like those likes. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And come back tomorrow and check out the next video. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good luck. Good trading.